Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back to another video in this Watford career mode. We're now on to episode 4 and we're going on to a post commentary video. I will be mixing it up every now and again from post commentary to live commentary just so that I can speed through this career mode a lot quicker. Depends on what's better suited to me, whether I can do a live com or a post com. That's how this career mode is going to go down. You can see we're coming up against Man City in the first game of this episode. This is the team we've gone for. Gomez in goal, and then Troy Deeney and Angel Correa of course up front. 4-4-1-1 formation, and hopefully this will do the damage, and hopefully we can go on and get a great result here at the Etihad. We get off to a brilliant start. Holbass here, what a touch that was to get himself away from Navas. Gets closed down by Zabaleta, cuts in, pops the ball into the box, forces his collar off to head it over, but I just loved that touch where he just smacked it ahead of him and just ran onto it easily past Navas. I thought it was a really good touch. And now we did get a corner out of it, which is going to be taken here by Gerardo. He's got time to swing it in. He puts it in. Joe Hart actually punches clear, only as far as Belkalem, who gets it back into Correa. A nice scoop there and a chance to hit his shot, which was blocked by Sterling. And then Joe Hart there to catch it. Easily done. Navas now picks the ball up, puts a nice cross in, but Gomez punches it cleared. Now Sterling has a chance to run against our right back. Gets it through Wilfred Bonny into Fernandinho. And his shot actually did hit Gomez and ended up sneaking in at that near post. So unlucky from Gomez. Spread himself well. It just hit the underside of his hand and ended up in the goal. Not really much else he could do about it from such a close distance. But we're going to do our best to get back into the game as we do here. And Burgess comes through his shot. And the exact same thing actually happened to Joe Hart this time. And Burgess comes through. And a nice finish from him on his weak foot. Let's add the right foot. The ball was brilliant. Look, Barami comes through, slots it out wide into Neom, I think that is, and then Burgess with that shot. Joe Hart couldn't get enough on it, and we are back level at 1-1. We get a corner here. We take it short to Correa. He finds Valon Barami, who hits it with his left foot, and Joe Hart again makes a save. And at half-time, if you told me before the game we'd go in at half-time level, I will be very pleased with that, because I fancy our chances in the second half as they do start to tire. So it's all to play for in the second half. I'm not sure what Gomez quite did there as he punched it instead of catching it, and eventually it came to Zabaleta, but he wasn't able to score. You can see we do make a substitution. Jose Gerardo coming on, and we're bringing on the big man Victor Ibarbo, who gets straight into the swing of things. Comes through here, crosses it in, and Vincent Kompany, it looked like he used his arm, and as soon as Ibarbo comes on, he does actually win us a penalty there with the handball from Vincent Kompany. It's going to be taken by our captain, Troy Deeney. Another chance for him to score a goal. Can he do it from the spot against Joe Hart? Sends it. Well, Joe Hart went the right way, but he sends it above Joe Hart. And a fantastically taken penalty by Troy Deeney. And that is the goal for us. And we are now leading. I did say I would fancy our chances in the second half. And look at that. Powered it straight over Joe Hart. A nicely taken penalty. And we are up 2-1 in front. Torre there couldn't quite make his effort count, and it did go wide. And we come through again. Valon Barami now gets through, gets away from Torre, who came on as a sub, and he takes him down after missing a shot himself. He now does actually give us a second penalty. Yaya Torre also gets a yellow card for his troubles, and this could potentially seal us a massive win at the Etihad, a massive 3 points. Troy Deeney is of course going to step up again. You can see nowhere near the ball. Barami got past him and he tripped him up. Now Troy Deeney, we actually do send it the other way, and there you go, bottom right corner this time instead of top left, and that is Troy Deeney's second goal. We've still got plenty of time, 13 minutes. Can we get him a hat-trick? We'll have to wait and see. Troy Deeney, look at this though, another nicely taken penalty, and I'm happy with that. We come through again. Troy Deeney, of course, he wants his hat-trick, finds it into Drinkwater finds the reverse ball back into Troy Deeney. He opens it up. And it has happened. I bet he woke up that morning and just weren't expecting to get a hat-trick. But he has. The captain delivers us the goods. Look here, this was actually a fantastically taken goal as well, to smash that into the bottom left, top left, side netting, either way. Inside netting, not the outside side netting. And there you go. 4-1. Troy Deeney getting a hat-trick, 2 penalties, and of course 1 in open play. Burgess also getting us a goal. And you can see, I love this feature. Goes up to the referee, shakes his hand, takes the ball. That's his ball to take home, stick it in the trophy cabinet, whatever he feels like doing. And you just can't argue with it. You can see good news here. Player returns from injury. Alman Abdi probably isn't going to get into the first team, but it's good to see anyway. We get some more training to do. You can see here they were the players we were training to see how they get on, and they do actually come out. And Correa's got himself 2 C's. Drinkwater's got a D, and some other stuff happened. You can see now we are into transfer deadline day. Let's see if there's any business that is going to happen. I don't plan on signing anyone else, but of course we could be offloading players like this guy for Levy, going out on loan to Plymouth, accept that offer and submit. That's a young striker going out on loan to see what he can do in the lower leagues. Another one here, Mensah, another striker, not quite as young, 20. I'll probably look to sell him. And yeah, this guy though, Tommy Hoban, 21 years old, 70 rated. If we can get him out on loan and playing, getting that first team in the Premier League as well for Norwich, then when he comes back next season, he could be something decent for us. You can see transfer deadline day has ended, just to confirm that. We get more training here. I think I did the same drills. Yeah, I did. And 2 A's this time coming out. Correa got an 8 and Drinkwater. And Dragowski's actually getting closer to getting to that 74 rated. And here, more good news. Diamanti is back from injury, and he says he's fit to play in the next game. I don't think we start him, as we do go into our next game. We're home to Swansea this time. See how we get on. You will see in a moment the starting lineup. Well, actually, players to watch, because Troy Deeney getting a hat-trick for us last game away at City, but also Bafétimbi Gomez with 2 goals for his team. Diamanti isn't getting into the starting lineup because after you win 4-1 at City, you can't exactly change your starting lineup. Diamanti is getting in onto the bench though. Here you can see the Swansea team, Barrow, Ayew, Sigurdsson, making like a trio behind Gomez. So we'll have to see how we get on against them. We pick ourselves up here a corner. Burgess is going to swing it in towards Britos, and his header was easily saved by the goalkeeper. Deeney comes through, a nice bit of step overs, creates some space, and the left foot isn't as deadly as his right. Of course, his right picking up 3 goals in the last game. Barrow comes through here, absolutely walks through my defence and almost slots it home there at the far post. Nyom comes through with a chance to pull it back. He does, and he finds Angel Correa, but Amat gets in the way. It comes out to Barami, hits his shot, and he's actually smacked the post. And Tavernier is able to get it away eventually. It comes to Rangel, played it in, and Sigurdsson. What a first-time shot by the Icelandic man. There's just nothing, absolutely nothing you could do about that shot. Look, it comes in. I'm not sure that was Rangel, wasn't it? Eventually the pass comes through. Sigurdsson's shot, and Gomez. There's no chance of him saving that. And Nyom comes in. We're looking for the equaliser. Danny Drinkwater's shot is saved again by Nordfeldt. I'm not even sure who that goalkeeper is. Did they sign him? And they've almost scored another spectacular goal there. But if it were, thankfully for Gomez, he did actually save it. And we are only going in at 1-0 down. So of course we still have a chance in this match. But Sigurdsson walks through again, takes it past our defence and scores against Gomez for his 2nd goal of the game. And nothing else really happened in that second half to show you, and we did take a 2-0 defeat against Swansea. We couldn't find our way back into the game, and Sigurdsson's brace was enough for them to take the 3 points. Drinkwater here in training actually gets himself up to a 73 overall after his standing tackle going up. And I was really happy about that. I really want him to improve and become a first team player, but his overall just doesn't show for it as of yet. So we'll just keep training him and playing him, and hopefully he'll get there eventually. We're up against Newcastle. We're going to the north-east, up there, just underneath Scotland, and we are taking on Newcastle at St James's Park. And here's the team once again. It's not changed. Hopefully they can recreate what they did for us against City. They couldn't quite do it against Swansea. We'll have to see how they do this time round. Cisse comes through, and Gomez fingertips onto the post for a brilliant save. Gerardo comes through here, a chance to cross it in, but no, he actually takes the shot. He could have found Deeney with a cross, but he opted to shoot instead. Falan Barami comes through. He gets it onto his strong right foot, hits the shot, deflected by Sissoko. The save from Kroll, and Angel Correa is there for a poacher's goal. Once again, he's just that little jump and... Oh, I smacked my desk. That little jump and header for the goal like he did against Fleetwood in the last episode. Was it the last episode? I'm pretty sure it was. Cisse's header there, easily saved by Gomez. And Yom comes through, plays a fantastic ball into Victor Ibarbo. And what a finish from the Colombian to get us 2-0 up in front. And once again, we are running riot in an away match. I don't know what it is, but look at this. And Yom, the ball got spread out to him, and a great ball in for Victor Ibarbo to shoot with his, I think that's the outside of his boot actually, getting that kind of swerve, curve going on it, and flying into the, straight past Tim Krul into the back of the net, and a very good goal. Valon Barami comes through here, we're on the counter attack, we get through, Chancellor Mbemba actually takes him out from behind, and that could be costly. That could be a red card for Mbemba, and it is. And that just, right before half time, Steve McLaren really is not going to be happy with that. And this is a good chance for us to get another away win. We go in at half time 2-0 up and 1 man up, so we've got a real advantage going into the second half, which we will take full advantage of hopefully, but we don't, because look, early on Johan Gudfran comes through and actually scores past Gomez, and Victor Ibarbo overconfident, overplaying, and actually gave the ball away, which led to that goal. They come through again, Cisse's shot, Gomez with a great first save, but then he's there again to rebound it, Cisse, and now we've just completely lost our first half lead, and they come through again, Gudfran, Gomez having to make the save one more time, and look, the momentum's just gone, complete shift, Cisse's pass into De Jong, and then he was actually wide thankfully that time, so we're going to have to make some changes. You can see we're bringing on Burgess, we're bringing on Diamante, and hopefully this can make a change. It does. Look, Burgess there taps it past the centre back, the defender, and he's coming through and he's got support and he plays it over, and Alessandro Diamante is there, and the two substitutes linking up. That tactical awareness from me, bringing on them two players, tactical change, and it's regained that lead. Look at this, Burgess sprints in, lays it on a plate for Alessandro Diamante. There's no chance he's going to miss that. 10 times out of 10 actually, he will score that, even if it's on his weak foot like it was there. And Newcastle were chasing, trying to get a point again, and that left space at the back. Diamante comes through, away from Czech Tiote, and then he sees the run of Etienne Capoue and finds him, and actually we get very lucky as a deflection comes off of Wijnaldum, and it ends up in the goal, and we do take that 2-goal advantage one more time. 4 goals in an away match for the second time in this episode. It's just absolutely brilliant. Look at this, as Diamante comes through, passes it into Capoue. His shot wasn't the best, but the deflection of a Wijnaldum actually just took it into the goal, and we ended up with the win. They almost got one back there from De Jong, but not quite, and it was a 4-2 win. That's 2 away games and 8 goals we've scored. They call me Dean Bilic, the away genius. I don't know how we managed to pull that off, but it was absolutely brilliant. Dragowski here going up in training up to a 74, and we've got another cup game. This is going to be the final game of the episode, so that Dragowski, who's just gone up in overall, is going to be getting into the starting lineup. Definitely being the cup keeper. Hopefully we can keep on winning ways like we did with the win against Fleetwood. You can see we're coming up against Palace, a much different opponent, and this is going to be a huge test for Dragowski. You can see here he is in the starting lineup. We're using our second team. Drinkwater also getting into the team, so hopefully he can do something good for us and have a good game and push and increase his chances in getting into the first team. They get off to a good start. Marouane Chamakh and Dragowski with a nice catch. Obviously we've been working on his handling, and another great save there from point blank range. Connor Wickham's header, and Dragowski makes a brilliant save, and then they hit the post. But you can see Burgess wins the ball back and he hits the shot, and now we are there to hit the post. Second time the post has been hit in this match in quick succession. We get a free kick here, and Ben Watson opts to shoot, and that was actually on target, and Wayne Hennessy had to get his body across to make the save. Another good save there from Dragowski, and end to end in the first half, and it actually ended 0-0. So all to play for in the second half, and if it ends level, of course we will be going into extra time. They get a chance here, and Connor Wickham actually comes across and scores from the ball in from Chamakh. But if you look carefully in your top left corner, you'll notice that it still says 0-0, and that is because it was disallowed. It took time for Wickham to realise, and he wasn't happy about it, but you can see there linesman had his flag up, and we are still it's still 0-0. Dragowski with another good save, and much couldn't hit the target in an almost open goal. We get another chance here. Ula comes through, does well to get away from his man, and just couldn't hit the target with his shot. They get a free kick swung in from Balassi, and Chamakh's header and Jagalski was worried, had to get across. Luckily it went wide for us. Now, right before the full-time whistle, if we score here we won't be going to extra time, and the deflection almost took it past Hennessy. He was left stuck in the mud, and luckily for him he saw it go wide. So we're coming in, we're going into extra time. Angel Correa is coming on right at the start of extra time, see if he can do us the goods and see if he can win us the game. We get the ball out to Gerardo, whose shot was saved by Hennessy, not enough power to beat him. We're going into the second half of extra time and it's not looking good. They've got a corner, he comes out, Cabaye, Campbell puts it in, Paredes clears only as far as Cabaye, and Cabaye's shot is out of the reach of Jagalski, and he does actually pop them 1-0 up. Paredes' clearance wasn't strong enough, and Cabaye gets it under control and hits his shot. Watch, the corner was a weird one. Cabaye finds Campbell. Paredes, what was that clearance? It just was not good enough, and Jagalski's never going to save that. And at the end of extra time, we ended up losing, and we are out of the cup. You can see here, that is the end of the episode. We are up in 12th. Look at that, Man United in 16th. We're in 12th. We're looking fairly good. 3 wins, 3 losses. Crystal Palace are still bottom. And, still bottom? Crystal Palace are bottom. Stoke are actually top of the league, and Sunderland second. Anyway, if you like that video, please do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, and other than that, I'll see you guys next time.